Our movie in first class today is the sequel to Rain Man, entitled Snowman.
Now, I want to warn you, your brother is a little, special.
5 minutes to northern exposure. Gotta see moose. Gotta see moose.
There it is, Raymond. Las Vegas, hottest city in America.
Definitely melted. Very bad. Very bad.
Well, I thought that film was very poignant, particularly the scene where Tom Cruise walks around Las Vegas with a bucket full of his brother.
Oh, come on, Gene. That was just another pointless sequel that didn't have to be made.
This from the man who liked Benji the Hunted?
Hey, you like Carnosaur?
Well, I'll bet you'll like this.
Podcasting from somewhere in Central Florida.
Where is the bloody rum?
I see you tried knifey spoony before.
Let's drink some rum.
Rum is the power, rum is the key, rum is the thing that will set us free. Rum, rum, rum,
And nerdy.
Rum, rum, ahoy! Rum, rum, rum,
And nerdy.
Sit back, relax, remember to turn off your cell phones. For the next hour, let me be your Candy Crush.
Hey everybody, welcome to Rum and Nerdy. I'm Greg.
And I'm Garrick.
And today we have episode 4.32. Go for it. What's the food?
Shriveled hot dog rotating under a heat lamp on a stainless steel roller, spinning in terminal agony.
Sounds
caught somewhere in between life and death.
Yeah, with those little like bugs and like flies that are crusted onto them.
Yeah.
And it's just got that cakey greasiness as it cooks the grease.
You can hear the people gagging looking at it as they order their popcorn and milk duds.
Well, yeah.
Is that meat? I hope it's not meat.
It's a meat substitute.
Lips and assholes.
Yeah. So,
What are we talking about today, Greg?
Backstory. A couple weeks ago was Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con.
It was.
And what happens at Comic-Con is all the different studios, Marvel, and then the Disney panels, everything. Yeah. Everybody's got their little panel to talk about what's coming up.
My panel was denied yet again.
Damn it.
I know.
Damn. Did you actually submit, though?
No. But I was told that if I do get on a panel at Comic-Con, my company will send me. So I can get a free pass to Comic-Con. I just have to speak about something.
We should submit.
We should.
Like from a Rum and Nerdy panel.
That's right, listeners. If you have the winning submission, submit your ideas. And if you have the winning one, you get to be on our panel at Comic-Con.
There you go. If you do all the work and get a panel put together for us to be on it, then we will allow you to be on it. Anyway,
we'll pay for it.
We've done this twice before. We have not done this in a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the movie trailer episode.
Dun dun dun.
For 2024. So, unfortunately, some of the clips that they show, I mean, that's the inspiration, but some of the clips that show aren't actual movie trailers and they're not actually released yet. So we like some of the things they talk about.
Stuff.
We can't actually listen to that or whatever. But
and a lot of it doesn't translate to just listening.
Yeah.
Some of it it's like, ooh, spooky music and flashes of light and unedited scenes from a movie that is going to come out in a year.
Well, based on all the things that inspired us, we spent literal minutes of work putting together this list and content for tonight's episode.
You have a Post-it note over there, and it's almost halfway filled out.
Well, it only because some of it has been scratched through. It's like
we're not talking about that.
No real trailer actually out for that one. No real trailer. Anyway, so
this is fan fiction. We're not talking about fan fiction trailers. These are only real trailers.
Yeah, by professionals.
Approved by the MPA.
Yeah.
This trailer has been rated PG. Hence the green background.
There you go.
Except for one of them is rated R.
Yeah,
you always got to sneak in an R-rated trailer every now and then, which gets the red background.
But we'll get to that later. We're going to start. The first two of these are TV shows, which is weird because like 5 years ago, you'd never think that trailers for TV shows would get this kind of play, but here we are.
That's the way streaming services have taken over.
Yeah.
Welcome to Now.
We're at Now. Okay, so the first one. So I'm just going to say it, we'll play it, and then we'll talk about it. First one's going to be...
Oh, I'm sorry, you have the Post-it note.
Oh.
Oh, is this Section 31?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super Giorgio. You're a tyrant who murdered her own people by the millions. The past always catches up with you.
You're Section 31.
Okay, ladies, now let's get information.
31 is a Black Ops division. Spy work. Starfleet is here to make sure no one commits murder.
What a cute idea.
Okay, so I'll be honest. I didn't know this even existed until today.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because they've been teasing that on Paramount Plus for a while now.
Oh, we haven't watched Paramount Plus since the Michael Burnham show wrapped up.
Oh, seriously?
Star Trek Discovery, for those who haven't listened enough to know that that's what Sandy calls it.
Our true fans know what the Michael Burnham show is.
Every once in a while, like you're a cat owner, right? So like sometimes when the cat doesn't realize that you're home and is walking around meowing, looking for you.
Yeah.
That's how Sandy is sometimes walking around going, Michael Burnham? Michael Burnham.
Oh, yeah.
More Michael Burnham? Like, she is still upset that there is no more Michael Burnham.
I'm happy with the way that show concluded.
Certainly.
And it birthed us Strange New Worlds.
Which is fantastic. Except
Star
for the
Trek.
musical episode. There was like the musical episode and then the fantasy one. I didn't care for those.
Yeah, but we're getting off topic. But all classic Star Treks had those crappy filler episodes where you're just like,
yeah.
Anyway,
it was no encounter at Farpoint. No, sorry, just going really nerdy.
Yeah.
So this is
all good things.
Philippa Giorgio.
The Emperor from the
other universe,
the mirror universe, the universe that I hated. Like I hated the Terran timeline mirror universe.
Yeah,
it just bothered the shit out of me.
The character serves some purpose. So I'm like, I've got mixed feelings. Like, okay, well, where's this going to go? Because and this is certainly a dark, non-Federation-y show from the way it looks.
Well, Section 31 is the special ops group inside of Starfleet.
Yeah, but they're certainly behaving un-Starfleet-like.
Well, yeah, but we also have never seen Section 31 being whatever the hell they usually are. So we always known they've been outside of Starfleet, but now it's what the hell is this all about?
Yeah.
This show, I'm interested to see it, but I'm not excited for it. Like Strange New Worlds, I was excited for.
Oh yeah,
the new season I'm really excited for with how it ended on a cliffhanger and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Section 31 is definitely going to occupy my time before Strange New Worlds comes out.
Yeah,
I hope it's good. But
yeah, no,
I won't be devastated if it's not.
It's good just to see that they're continuing on with some content spin-offs from some of these really good shows. So hopefully it's on par.
And it has good potential.
Yeah,
it has good potential.
Absolutely.
I've been a fan of everything that Paramount Plus has done with the genre thus far. So,
yeah,
it should be good.
So all that said, yeah, this is looking good. We'll see. Michelle Yeoh, Humberly Gonzalez. Never heard of that person. Casey Roll, Sam Richardson, Omar Hardwick. I think that's the one you said. Look,
no relation to Chris Hardwick.
No,
just to be clear.
No, not at all.
Nobody here is really jumping out at me.
No, and I'm looking at it. There's a reference to young Philippa. There's a reference to her mom and her dad and younger brother. So there's certainly going to flashbacks.
Yeah, we're going to get some fun flashbacks in this one.
Yeah.
But, yeah. We'll see.
There you go. Okay, so moving on from that, the next one is one I also had only recently heard about, but it was pretty exciting because it is interesting how they kind of carry it on off of a movie. It's made from the people who made the movie, but it's Colin Farrell as Oswald Copperpot, who is
Cobblepot,
the Penguin.
The Penguin.
Yeah. So this is the Penguin.
Listen, Sal. Carmine Falcone is dead. And I'm here now. I'll be calling the shots.
Falcones are still licking their wounds. They're distracted. Their business will be ripe for the taking.
My father's been dead a week. You want to take what's mine?
I'm the daughter of the Falcone Don, but he's dead. The family thinks I'm broken. I'm not broken.
You and me, kid, we gotta take whatever we decide is ours. Because no one's gonna give it to us. We're not without a fight.
I win. You work for the family. You will do as you're told.
I refuse to let these old men push me aside again. So I'm gonna take from them now. And I'm gonna force them to their knees.
What is it you're really after, Oz?
We're gonna tear down the Empire from the inside out.
You know, Oz, people underestimate you, but not me. I've always known you were capable of more.
Okay, so this one looks. I'm glad they made it. This looks fantastic.
It looks really good, and I'm glad they made it as a miniseries.
Yeah,
because I feel, like the Batman. The movie. This is the kind of the sequel to, or the movie that birthed this one. It's one of those movies where it feels like there's so much story that it's in a kind of an exhaustingly long movie to sit through. And it feels like, hey, if you could almost fluff the story up a little bit and get it into a miniseries kind of thing with just more.
It's just a
content,
backstory thing. 8 episodes.
Yeah, but I think this is gonna be really good.
So here's what's interesting about it too is like, okay, so we see this character as a prominent bad guy character in the Batman with Robert Pattinson, which is ironic. That was one of the movies on a previous trailer episode, was that we did that because we talked a lot about the car.
We did. And
how we kind of dug that the car looked like it was just like an old 70s hot rod, a little bit of Mustang, a little bit of Chevelle kind of blended together.
Yeah.
So, it's fun that they're playing in that world. They're still playing in that world, which is a very different telling of this comic book that almost... normalizes it, and I say normalize in the way that it's not superhero-y. It's not.
No, it's turned into a crime, more of a crime drama.
Yep,
because it's about the crime family, and it's immediately following the events of the Batman. Like it's the Batman, then the next day, sun rises on this miniseries. Yeah. So they're hitting the ground running.
The other side of that was, and I recommend actually go out and watch this trailer. But check out the the Penguins. Check out the makeup, because you look at this with the scars and
it looks nothing like him. Nothing like him.
The voice. This is not Colin Farrell, but it's Colin Farrell. So good on him. Other interesting things here. So some of the other characters that are in it. There's Sophia Falcone, the daughter of the crime family patriarch who was in Arkham, played by Christine Milioti. Do you see her face? Do you recognize what she's from?
Oh God, was she? I'm clicking on her IMDb now.
No, you're gonna cheat.
I am cheating. I'm cheating as we speak.
You got to go way back. I'm gonna ruin it for you.
Okay.
She was the girl with the yellow umbrella from How I Met Your Mother.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's definitely more. Oh, she was in an episode of Fargo.
Oh yeah, she did a lot of voice acting.
Did some work on Family Guy. Oh yeah, look at that. How I Met Your Mother. Girl with the yellow umbrella.
Yeah.
Aww.
So interesting there. There is, of course, you've got the voice of Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, Clancy Brown.
Yeah, Clancy Brown's in there.
I like seeing him get work.
Oh yeah, because he's in. We just talked about him not too long ago for Star Wars work.
Yeah, he was in Rebels.
Yeah,
Rebels and Ahsoka. He got to play the live action version of himself, which the animated version looked surprisingly just like him. So
yeah,
that was convenient.
So and I'm trying to look through here.
It's a really good cast, and I think this miniseries has the same production value that the movie did. And oh my God, Colin Farrell! It looks nothing like him.
Yeah.
Like in this little IMDb trailer thing, that it's him talking about his character, and it's like, that's not you. Holy shit! How did you walk into the audition for the Penguin and be like, oh yeah, this young, skinny, fit guy, yeah, absolutely, he should play the fucking Penguin. Wow.
So it's interesting too, is because he's not on the cast list, and that's one of the things that popped up to me. There's an actor named Michael Kelly.
It's the dude from True Blood.
He's been in so many things. He was in what was the one, the presidential one with the guy that got Me Too. I don't know. Anyway,
what? I'm sorry. What in the fuckity fuck was that?
I'm trying to like.
You're on his page.
Shut up. No. So he was in the Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, the TV show.
Oh yeah.
House of Cards. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Such a good character. Such a deep character
God, yeah.
in House of Cards. So plays a great that conflicted bad guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Nobody does it better.
And sidebar, the British House of Cards way better than the American House of Cards.
I did not know there was a British version.
Yeah, House of Cards was a remake.
I loved that show. I loved it. Well, until like the later seasons, it kind of fell apart. But the first 2 or 3 seasons were just amazing.
It's a lot like State of Play. State of Play was another one of those BBC shows that was way better as a BBC show.
Interesting.
And Life on Mars. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Anyway, keep going.
Okay, so in general, love it. Looking forward to it. This should be an amazing show.
It should be really good. Also, fun fact, something that's also out in this genre, sort of, the Batman Chronicles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I accidentally binged that the other day. Totally recommend it if you like the old animated Batman cartoon things.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, so moving on. Why don't you pick the next one? We're going to switch over to movies now.
Okay, I'm going to pick one that I'm really excited for. Because of this, there's one that I'm really excited for, one that I'm kind of excited for, one that I don't care about.
Okay.
Beetlejuice.
Can't believe Grandpa's dead.
Death is hard. When I was a teenager, a trickster demon terrorized our entire family and tried to force me to marry him. I believed he was gone forever until you found this in the attic.
Ew. Who's Beetlejuice?
Don't ever say that name.
Beetlejuice.
No, Astrid! I am serious. If you say his name 3 times, he will appear.
Beetlejuice.
The juice is loose. I'm gonna make you so happy.
Where's Beetlejuice?
Where's Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice.
Feel free to express yourselves. Don't be afraid.
You're a figment of my imagination.
Really? Is this a figment of your imagination?
You know my 2 favorite parts about this movie?
That they finally fucking made it and that it looks good.
Close. I was going to go with Michael Keaton and Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
It's like Tim Burton got the band back together.
Yeah. Well, and Winona Ryder, like you had to have her, the Catherine O'Hara, the mom.
Mm-hmm.
Just like there's like some serious returns there, right?
And even some fun new ones like Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
And was it Jenna Ortega?
Oh yeah, like as
Astrid,
she's the new goth girl
from Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. Monica Bellucci as this Dolores character.
It looks really good.
Absolutely.
It looks really good.
So
sorry.
Justin Theroux.
Okay.
You know who Justin Theroux is?
He plays Rory.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. He's I'm
sorry. You're saying what?
He was in American Psycho, Mulholland Drive, Mosquito Coast. He's the voice of Miles Knightley from Rick and Morty. He was in the movie Bumblebee. He's been in a shit ton of stuff.
He's the new that guy.
I don't know if he's the new that guy. He's been around for a while.
Okay, well, that's fun. But anyway, this movie looks fun. It's been teased for a while.
Oh, people have wanted this to fucking happen for decades, right? So it finally is here. So this is good. Releases. When does this come out? It's like late September, right?
It's just it's a lot of fun.
No, September 6th.
It's a lot of fun watching Michael Keaton go back, and like he just played Batman again, so to see him kind of go back and playing all of his old great roles.
Yeah.
If we could just get like a Mr. Mom and
Multiplicity 6.
Yeah. I saw a really funny thing the other day where somebody hypothesized that, like, could you, and they used AI to generate images to back this up, which the internet laughed at this person, but like, wouldn't it be amazing if Tim Burton made a superhero movie or a comic book movie? And they're like, yeah, he did that. Batman.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I was like,
yeah, that's what the internet's like. Yeah, what are you effing kidding me?
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if?
Yeah. And just to circle around back to Tim Burton's second Batman movie, because it ties into one of our other movies here, the Penguin. Do you know who played his effing parents in Batman Returns?
Who? The Penguin's parents?
The Penguin's parents. Yeah, Danny DeVito's parents from Tim Burton's Batman Returns. Who played his parents?
I don't remember.
Pee Wee Herman and Simone from Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Those two actors, came in and played the Penguin's parents.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just fun to see them side by side. Anyway, I love Tim
Paul
Burton.
Rubens.
I love Tim Burton. Yeah, Paul Rubens and Diane Salinger. Salinger?
I believe you. Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
Fun.
So where are we going next?
How about Borderland?
Ooh, a nice video game movie, right?
Brave vault hunters! You've come in search of the secret lost vault of Pandora!
You ready to kick some ass?
Okay, let's go.
Hey. Catch!
If the legends were true,
I'm the only one who can open the vault. What are you doing?
Feel free to applaud.
Follow me this way. I have a tremendous sense of
Nobody kills me but me!
Here I come!
I don't want to!
It's pink.
It's in my mouth!
You get a bullet? You get a bullet?
Big bullet coming! Start getting it out! Get it out!
how are we gonna get through this?
Okay, so I've got feelings on this one.
Okay, so I never played the video game, but I watched people play the video game, so I feel like visually it's accurately representing said game.
Yeah.
But that's all I got.
So, for me, okay, first off, this trailer and with the ELO song in the background, I feel like there's a certain part of this that's trying too hard to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
It does have kind of a Guardians.
Yeah, visually when you look at this,
feel
the
to
bright
it.
colors, even like that at the tail end of that, it's got that kind of lava lamp explosion of color, blah blah, and it's like cool, yeah. However, all that said, writer director Eli Roth, so okay, so that's pretty badass. Eli does some cool shit, right? Are you familiar with his work?
No.
No?
Tell me.
Oh shit! So he's done like a fair amount of weird horror-y things.
Well, that's probably why. I'm not a big horror fan.
Well, but like, do you recognize this guy? He's also an actor.
No.
Okay, so Inglourious Bastards.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Hostel.
I never saw it.
No, okay.
So I'm not a horror guy.
Yeah, and I think he I think he was the director. I know he was in it. No, yeah, because Quentin Tarantino wrote it. Sorry, but he was the guy with the baseball bat in that.
Yeah.
So, but trying to think. Writer, just no.
So, you mentioned that it looks like it's trying too hard to be Guardians.
Yeah.
That may just be the trailer people punching it up like that, because sometimes trailer people fuck with the look and feels of movies.
Yeah.
And they kind of warp them, and they may have just gone rogue and done it.
Maybe.
Guardians surprised me. If this comes out punching and it ends up being like a Guardians, I bet you it could be really good.
Hopefully.
I'm not edge of my seat for it. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters, but it looks fun.
Yeah,
it looks fun.
So, he directed the Hostel series, the kind of a horror movie.
Yeah,
Eastern Europe. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, still haven't seen it.
Yeah, Death Wish. If you remember that, Death Wish. Knock Knock, Green Inferno.
Oh yeah.
Inglourious. Yeah. So, anyway, so super talented. Love his work, and yeah, because he kind of redeemed a little bit of that horror suspensey kind of thing for me, because it just felt like there was so much garbage out there, and he really did some good job. So anyway, I really appreciate him. So outside of that, really good things.
You appreciate him. It looks like a fun movie.
Yeah. So good things. Cate Blanchett. Love Cate Blanchett. Jamie Lee Curtis. Freaking awesome. The little robot thing is Jack Black.
Jack Black, yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Some other fun things in there. I've got to say, love Kevin Hart's comic stuff. He's been trying to push himself into being an action star lately.
But he's like a comic action star.
Yeah, but I don't buy it. And maybe that's the shtick, because you don't want to, you can't buy Kevin Hart being an action star. But
yeah, but if you play it up right, like you remember, what was Nobody? Oh, there's a new Nobody coming out. Nobody 2.
With Better Call Saul?
Yeah. Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah.
And Christopher Lloyd. And when you think action stars, you don't think Bob Odenkirk or Christopher Lloyd. And yet they do that really well. So, well, we can give Kevin Hart this.
Yeah. He did that Die Hard and Die Hard 2, Die Harder.
I haven't seen those. But again, that's comedy action.
Yeah.
Did you see Jumanji?
Yeah.
Jumanji 2? Jumanji 2.
Yeah, but that
the one
wasn't
with Kevin Hart.
Him as an action star. That was...
Dude, he was doing actiony stuff.
Yeah, it's body humor. It's the slapstick. I'm gonna fall. Like, he's the guy that if he ate cake, he dies, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I my thesis is done. Right? Like, I've proved my point.
If he eats cake,
he's an action star until he eats cake.
I forgot about that. That you know what? That Jumanji 2 hit harder than it deserved to. I really enjoyed that one.
It was just okay for me.
Sorry, keep going. Keep going. Okay.
Anyway, there's some really good things in here, and there's some things in here that I'm not completely convinced of.
You're not sold on.
No, I'll totally see it. Just Eli Roth.
No.
Cate Blanchett.
I meant you're not sold on it. You're not.
No.
You're not fully.
And again, I'm a gamer.
You are a gamer. You are a gamer.
I never played the game. I'm not. This is not a game that was on my radar.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll play it and then I'll get more excited for it, but we'll see.
See, what we need to do is talk to somebody that played the game, because they're going to be more, obviously, they're going to be more critical.
I wish we could get freaking our game correspondent back on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We have a whole Game Center intro and everything.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And it just turns out he
doesn't like us.
Doing a podcast wasn't his shtick.
That's fine. He still gets us into Disney for free, so.
Yeah. We love you, Brian. Yeah, which he would totally have gotten that message, but he also doesn't listen to podcasts at all.
Why do we even hang out with these people?
Right. Because he's cool.
And he gets us into Disney for free.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to take this non sequitur.
Non sequitur.
Speaking of Brian, speaking of video games,
Yeah.
So we kind of lightly talked about the fact that since the TV show, I've been back to playing Fallout, specifically Fallout 76, because it's the one that's co-op. Brian and I have been playing the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you a little familiar with this?
Mildly, yeah.
Yeah. So
I know where you're going with this.
You can build your own base in the game and whatever. And I've slowly been kind of building, and then you rebuild, and you can have two different bases, but you can only have one active at a time. So one was my kind of just weird, huge base, and one was my playing around simple base. But my simple base started to build and become really fun. So one of the things that you could do is just buy a pre-built structure.
Mm-hmm.
So I built my base around a train station, because the players generally conglomerate to the train stations because there's a vendor and there's a stash box, and people that play the game understand the words that I'm saying. The interesting thing about it is that so I built it this pre-built grocery store, super duper mart, convenience store thing across the track with this little bridge connecting it and this other.
My favorite part of this video game is the real estate development.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. So you basically, you can also get plans for letters, and I covered that on the outside, and the building is labeled Rum and Nerdy the podcast all over it in huge letters. Like the letters in scale to what my character would be are probably about 5 foot tall letters.
That's awesome.
And it's just covered all four sides. The front says Rum and Nerdy Studio. The sides say Rum and Nerdy Podcast. The back says that, and then there's a little pod building on the back side of it that has this kind of really cool desk thing on the inside of it, and I put little letters on the door, Rum and Nerdy the Studio, right above the door. So it's like, and then Brian took to it too, and then built a big wall with these neon letters. Subscribe to Rum and Nerdy the podcast.
That's awesome.
Or subscribe to the Rum and Nerdy podcast.
Are there coordinates or something where our listeners can find your homage to?
Here's the thing: it's like in any given, there's only like 24 players in any given server or something to that.
Okay,
effect.
so they have to be in on your server in order to.
Yeah, so you'd have to randomly find me and come across it. But it's funny we're promoting the podcast. I'd love to look at the numbers and see if we got any kind of bump from people, because
from the Fallout bump.
Yeah. So and at the little base thing, we have a little vendor, and I sell a lot of shit in the vendor, so it attracts people to come. And for them to go, they have to walk into the store that in huge letters on the side of the entire building, Rum and Nerdy, the podcast.
That's awesome.
So hopefully we're getting some in-world
gamer traffic.
Yeah. So that's if you are listening to the podcast because you saw some stupid random thing that some really big idiot did in the game, thank you. Welcome. We appreciate you. In fact, if you are listening because you saw the building in the game, please email us at show@rumandnerdy.com. We'd love to know that actually frickin' worked.
Yeah, screenshot. Can you screenshot or selfie, whatever, something. Take a picture
so you can post it.
Yeah. Send it to us. Hey, here's a picture of your character in front of our crappy sign.
Well, they'd have to randomly find it again to do that picture.
If you're on.
Yeah, well, I'd have to be on, and you're not always in the same server.
Yeah, I know. So, I'm saying, like, if you happen to bump into it, take a picture of it and redeem it for a...
But even if you have in the past and you can't find me, send us an email, show@rumandnerdy.com, and let us know that you found the podcast because of the game. That would be hilarious to know that.
Selfies in front of Greg's online real estate development We will supply you with Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
We will?
Yeah, that feels appropriate.
Okay. There you go. So, back to... What's our next one, then?
Really? I have 2 left on this list.
Oh, well, we're going to get done with this list.
Okay.
So, the next one is going to be Captain America, Brave New World.
The White House has just suffered an attack.
Ross, what have you done?
Sir, your inner circle's been compromised.
And this is something you can't control. Since we made public our advancements with adamantium, every nation desires a piece of it.
What if it's a trap? It is. But there's someone behind this.
They'll go for it. And there will be war to get it.
Global power is shifting. You're just a pawn.
Sometimes we have to make the hard choices.
Okay, so, you know, this was, you know, we knew this was going to head somewhere as far as Captain America as Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie, but the actor, but as Sam has progressively taken over this character from the what was the name of the show, the Marvel show about that handoff?
Oh, with I don't remember his original character's name. Hang on, I'm not a superhero guy.
Yeah,
to do with the wings, Falcon.
Yeah, Falcon. That's Sam.
Wow.
What?
Where did I pull that out of? Yeah. So it's basically Falcon taking on the rank of Captain America or being
it was
figurehead
from,
of
Falcon and the Winter Soldier was what that was from.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah.
So this was, you know, by the time you end that series, you kind of see that he's like, okay, cool, he's coming to terms with this. In this case, you watch the trailer, and this was not the best trailer to show, you know, because you see a lot of action, but one of the things that you see is the Red Hulk.
Red Hulk.
Yeah, so you get that cast of characters. Of course, we have Harrison Ford.
He plays a good president.
Yeah, he's done that role before, but here's what's interesting. He's the apparently the president of the United States, but in canon, the character Thaddeus Ross, or Thaddeus E. Ross, he's also known as Thunderbolt. He is the father of Betty Ross. Now, Betty Ross was the girlfriend of or the wife of
Steve Rogers.
No,
and Margaret.
You're getting further away of Bruce Banner.
Oh.
Incredible Hulk.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So, played by Liv Tyler. Basically, it was like the father-in-law didn't like Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner was the Incredible Hulk, whatever.
Fuck you, I'm going to be president.
Yeah. So, but here's what's interesting. It's not just that he's president, is that in canon, Thunderbolt Ross is the Red Hulk.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So various experimentation to basically, he's like, I'm going to beat the shit out of my son-in-law kind of thing. I hate you. That's in the comic book. It's clear that they fight.
So Harrison Ford might be Red Hulk in this. Or should be.
It's reasonable to say, based off the comic books, that that's what the case is going to be.
Wow.
So
was that an actual spoiler?
Yeah, but again, you know, like that kind of thing is like, oh, I'm spoiling a comic book canon from, you know, 3 decades ago, so fuck off. You had 30 years to read about it.
Yeah, but people like me that don't know or care.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So ultimately you're going to come down. Yeah.
I'm curious to see where they're going with this whole adamantium thing, because that's Wolverine's metal. That's not your usual Avengers metal.
No, but it's still in the that's metal from the Marvel Universe.
It's Marvel Universe metal, but it's more fun X-Men Avengers crossover, because you have all these like Avengers characters that now have X-Men stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know
what you said. Anyway,
seems
yeah,
seems fun and topical.
Other things, like, of course, we have I always screw up his Giancarlo Esposito from he's what's his name? Fring from
Gustavo from
Gustavo.
from Breaking Bad, the Breaking Bad series.
Yeah. So that actor, who's actually in a lot of shit right now.
He's an amazing actor. What's the thing he just did?
Well,
again, he did it, and he's just like everything else. He just sort of crushes everything that he does.
Well, in his on IMDb on his upcoming things, he's in 7 things right now. Poker Face, Electric State, Captain America, Brave New World, The Prince, The Residence, The Long Home, and Don't Feed the Children.
What did he just do the past couple of years?
The Boys.
That's it.
Yeah.
The Boys.
Yeah. So he's The Boys, Parish Abigail, The Gentleman.
I told you I binged all The Boys recently.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, need to finish The Boys and Gen V.
Yeah, that's hopefully in the next week or so I'm going to get that caught up. Anyway, so of course he's in it. Like I said, Liv Tyler plays Betty Ross. Tim Blake Nelson, he loves to play weird, fun characters. He's in this playing, what's his character name? Which is funny. This is really interesting to me because this is what it's like to have prepped for the podcast.
This is the stuff that you usually would have written this down but no,
but like I actually had all this up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So
and then your computer restarted or
no, it was just I was clicking him specifically to go to his subpage, but I had all the movies that we're reviewing. I had their IMDb for the movie trailer up, so that we can kind of click around. So that's why there's been less hims and ha's and shit like that. Anyway,
everybody
looks
click
fun.
around. Click around.
I feel like this feels like it's going back to more like Marvel Phase 2-y kind of like meat and potatoes. This is a Marvel movie. It's not trying to be too big and things. Got some really good actor cast anchors in it, and it's continuing on the canon line that what they're talking about. So I'm hopeful that this is more like a return to normalcy instead
before they build up to the next big Avengers epic,
Secret Wars,
whatever. Yeah,
that's the next big ensemble Avengers movie is going to be. It's Secret Wars. That's coming. I don't know if you know much about that.
I don't.
It ties to like fan favorite, like a huge thing in the comic book readers. That was like a big deal. It's basically like, hey, this big war is coming between all these superheroes and supervillains and blah blah blah, and we're going to not have it in front of the general population. So it's like they fight on the moon, like in the comic book.
They fight on the moon.
It's like it was a whole bunch of other shit. Like they go to other planets and stuff like that. But it's basically fighting for the fate of humanity.
First rule about Secret Wars: don't talk about Secret Wars.
No, that's it. It's like fighting for the fate of humanity behind their back. That kind of shit.
Speaking of which, did you ever get the Fight Club on DVD? Just Fight Club, the movie. Did you ever get the DVD of that?
I think I had it at one point. I don't know that I have it now, but
do you remember the DVD menu for that movie?
Didn't like kind of glitch?
No, it was a different movie. Because you don't talk about Fight Club, so you put the DVD in it, and it was a completely different movie. And like I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was like a Drew Barrymore movie or something. So it was like a picture of her, and like, what the hell is this crap?
That's funny.
Anyway, sorry.
So, one last one.
This is the one I'm really looking forward to.
Yes.
This is the one that I have been looking forward to. This is the one that of all the movies that we have talked about, I am most excited for.
Yeah.
I'm speaking of which, Alien Romulus.
Are you sure you want to do this?
There she is.
You want to break in and steal highly regulated equipment.
This could be our only ticket out of here. Should be in and out in 30 minutes.
Welcome to the Romulus Space Station.
This place gives me the creeps.
What the hell is this?
I don't know.
The fuck was that? Young?
Stop playing around, man. Just get up.
I'm not playing around. There's something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in the water?
I don't know. There's just something in the fucking water.
Run.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that this trailer wins Foley.
Yeah. So you can hear that, like right where we cut it there. The face hugger is trying to shove the tube down the throat, and I have to say, just that visual. This is the Red Band trailer.
Yeah,
so, but just the hearing that, the visual on it is fantastic. But hearing that, compared to in the past, you don't really see that visual.
No, they got very detailed with that. And this and truthfully, the director reached out to the original effects crew from Aliens in from 1986 for
the original second movie.
The original second movie, yeah. Aliens.
Specifically
for practical effects, creature effects, and then also set design and fun stuff, because this is although it's an alien movie, it most closely resembles Aliens. And truthfully, the idea behind this entire movie was stemmed from Aliens Special Edition. All the cutscenes that had the kids playing around the space station. The director's like, yeah, what would happen if you followed those younger kids from one of those terraforming colonies? What would they be like in their 20s? What would it look like when they grew up in these crazy worlds?
Yeah.
So
now I'm kind of so is that where this fits in the timeline? Because the last one we saw was Prometheus, and I assumed that the sequel to Prometheus would be where was she going on that ship?
So there's Prometheus. What was the one that came after Prometheus?
Was there one?
Yeah. There was you're missing one, because we saw where she went on that ship, or what the next thing was. Yeah, you missed the whole alien thing.
Really?
Like Prometheus 2, Electric Boogaloo. This takes place, I believe, chronologically speaking, after Aliens. So it would be after Alien 3, and then Alien 4, Alien Resurrection, which just stunk. But yeah, anyway, that's kind of where it fits in the timeline.
So we have Alien 1979, Alien, Covenant.
Covenant, yeah, that's it.
Wait a minute. Was that the one I'm thinking? Covenant, and then was was it Covenant then Prometheus?
No, Prometheus was the Hella prequel. That's the one where they, because that's the one before like the alien even became an alien. Because there's the one where the alien hadn't become an alien yet. The honest trailer for it is absolutely hilarious. And then there was Alien Covenant, which came out after that, which is where you kind of got the real aliens still. But that's kind of all of Ridley Scott's alien backstory things. Then you get into the alien, original Alien from 79. 79? 79.
Yeah. So where's this one sit then?
We're at now. This is the latest in the series. We're chronologically we're after all of that stuff.
But so
Sigourney Weaver's long gone.
So this is the most furthest into the future timeline.
This is Force Awakens of the Alien series.
Okay. So we're not at now, we're at the then. Because in theory, none of this has happened, so we're at the furthest then.
Well, it's already happened because it comes out next week.
No, but I'm saying every one of the movies takes place in the future from where we live now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is the furthest.
So we're not at now.
No, it's the furthest from now. Yeah, some of the Aliens versus Predator movies, those took place now.
This is true. Or then, past then. Yeah. This is really weird. Never mind. Forget I said it.
These movies suck.
Yeah. So
because if Prometheus takes place in the future and the alien hadn't been created yet, then how did we have the Predators hunting aliens in the past?
Because it's just a spin-off.
Fighting Danny Glover back in the 80s.
Yeah. So
what the hell?
This cast, I don't recognize any one of these people.
They are absolutely all humans.
Yeah.
I think they're all younger.
Certainly that.
And odds are most of them die. They might be all like Disney stars or something. Like, oh yeah,
It could be.
We were Mouseketeers, and my YouTube music career failed, so I'm going to go into aliens.
So
I don't know.
This girl was in Transformers: The Last Night, Dora and the Lost City of Gold, Cesario de Soldado.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, right. Shut up. Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, I remember seeing some of those movies.
I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be one of those refreshing, a refreshing cast for a fun story. I'm really looking forward to it.
Sometimes you like seeing those movies as like not well-known actors, and they just do their own thing, and there's not an expectation. So
it was very similar to how Alien, the original movie, Alien was cast. And actually, did we talk about how Alien was written?
I don't think so.
The original Alien movie, there were 0 genders attached to any of the characters. Like the entire script was just written last names only, and they no genders assigned to them. So then when they were casting, they could cast anybody for any part.
Dig it.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
It. I just remember from Aliens. I remember the line. It's like, hey, have you ever been mistaken for a woman?
No. Hey, Vasquez, have you ever been mistaken for a man?
Oh,
no.
The other way.
Have you?
Yeah.
And you know who that lady was?
We
talked about this like a month ago.
A month ago?
2 months ago? Last year? I don't know.
Like
time has no meaning.
Yeah, I feel like I remember.
She played John Connor's mom in Terminator 2.
Huh.
Same lady.
Wow.
Far less buff when she T-1000'd her spiky arm through that dude's head. Thanks, Todd.
Thanks. Anyway, so that's our movies. That's our movie trailers. We got through all 6 of them.
Yeah, those are some trailers.
We fit in a little discussion about some other stuff. I do have something I kind of want to. So we saw Deadpool again last night.
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you, it holds up.
Yeah, a whole week later. Yeah,
it's like 2 or a week. It's been out for 2.
Yeah,
it's
a week and a half. But
okay.
But it was exactly a week to the day of when I saw it the first time. So, great. I did see a couple of the references I missed. I was surprised because as I really, really dug into it, most of them I'd kind of remembered. So, like, I caught more than I thought I did.
Yeah.
So that was good. But one thing, and I'm going to look this up because I want to make sure that I get this person's right because it's a really interesting story. Hold on.
It's a really interesting story. So, okay.
Yeah. So, in the cast of characters, there's Peter, right? Okay, so Peter's played by an actor named Rob Delaney.
Okay.
I was trying to figure it out because when we watched it last night, at the very end of the credits, there's like dedicated to blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's dedicated to Rob Delaney.
Okay.
So after Deadpool 2, this gentleman lost his son to a brain tumor. His son was like 5. So
wow.
Like a very young kid. And apparently the dude is like a sweetheart of a dude and loves his family. He's a huge family guy. And so he lost his kid to it. So Ryan Reynolds and they no, we're going to dedicate this movie to him and this great character that he is because he still goes out and in all the interviews for the press junkets and stuff, he loves to tell stories about his son.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really, really sweet for the team to dedicate the movie to him. So that's that final little Easter egg.
Well, that's fun.
Dedicating, well, not really, but
well, I mean, not fun, but
yeah. Anyway, so I would like to dedicate this episode to Rob Delaney as well. So stay strong, buddy. That you've never met me, but he's my buddy now.
Very cool. Well, I can't follow that.
Yeah. Anyway, I'd like to thank Demo Dave.
Jesus. DemoDavePro.com.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. And we used your non sequitur, a little sound bit tonight, so that was fun. If you check us out on our website, rumandnerdy.com. That's rumandnerdy.com.
Social medias, we're also at Rum and Nerdy.
And you can email us, as mentioned earlier in the show, and please do, show@rumandnerdy.com. We love to hear from you.
Selfies taken in front of all of Greg's video game development enterprises are redeemable for Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
Which is really funny because I haven't mentioned my username, so people can't find me on the platform. And I kind of don't want to.
Well, maybe other people can make their own bases and just like try to trick us into doing it. And then they make a base, they take a selfie in front of their base that says it, and then they can redeem it for Chuck E. Cheese tokens. Because let's be honest, these little Stretch Armstrong figures and spider rings aren't going to sell themselves.
Well, and I'll go out to say, you know what? If you play Fallout 76 and you listen to the show, go ahead and do that. Or any other game that you're able to build a base. If you can promote Rum and Nerdy inside of a video game, we'll give you some tokens.
Absolutely.
I don't care what the game is. If you can consistently promote this show in any video game platform where you're able to do some sort of base or anything like that.
And we are willing to ship Chuck E. Cheese prizes to 6 of the 7 continents. And that ain't bad.
You know what? And let's see a couple people. We could actually just do a Chuck E. Cheese party, a pizza party for people who do this.
They serve beer and wine.
They do, and like really bad pizza. So we just get pizza and have some.
Do you want to know what the worst thing at Chuck E. Cheese is?
I don't know, the kids.
The salad bar. There is nothing on this planet more sad than the salad bar at a Chuck E. Cheese. Oh my God.
It's iceberg lettuce and bacon bits and tomatoes.
Someone has to show up every morning and carve up lettuce that they put on a little iced plate that they know no one's going to eat. It's so sad.
I've eaten the salad bar there because I hate the pizza and I had to have something to eat.
Chicken fingers and mozzarella sticks.
I don't think they do that, do they?
Yeah.
I've been there a long time.
There you go.
No shit. Last time I went to a Chuck E. Cheese, Joey Fatone was there in our group.
Seriously?
Yeah. And so, because,
you're going to have to finish the rest of this fucking story.
I thought I'd told you this. So
going to Chuck E. Cheese with Joey Fatone? No.
Yeah, no. So my ex-wife went to high school with him and several other friends. Again, we don't, I'm not going to, say any of the other names, but so we knew him, and we would go to these kids' parties with all of our kids. Would be at these parties together, and one of them was at a Chuck E. Cheese for our other friend that kind of connected us all. And that's dads were over there in the corner. We were talking about just different things that we were doing, whatever. And I think he was in fact talking about the gift bag that he got for being at some award show, and they get, they give, but it's like the gift bags are like, hey, take a trip to space, and here's plastic surgery and whatever. So we're kind of making fun of that. So they got to the birthday party, and you've been to Chuck E. Cheese birthday parties?
I was at one like last weekend.
Yeah. So they do that whole, we say happy, you say birthday, happy birthday, and the guy in the Chuck E. Cheese outfit is there dancing around.
Yeah.
So doing that. And the person inside of the outfit, the Chuck E. Cheese suit, realized that he was there and stopped the dance. Music's still going on, and started like violently pointing at Joey Fatone, like, "Oh my God!" And then ran out of the restaurant into the kitchen.
Okay,
just in the middle of the song, ran. No shit. Like a minute and a half later, 90 seconds later, this girl runs back out of the kitchen and runs up to him. He's got a camera doing selfies, like, "Oh my God, you're Joey Fatone," like freaking out that he was there at Chuck E. Cheese, like having a meltdown. Completely blew the whole birthday wish. Hey, here's the cake, and we're singing you the Chuck E. Cheese birthday song. And it was the funniest freaking thing.
Was he just like, here's a gift bag? Do you like some of my
No,
juice? Like, where
he's
do you
like-
go with that?
He's like, I'll take your picture, but like, this is. Can we get back to the kid, please?
Yeah.
You know, he was like mortified, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy time.
What did he think of the salad bar?
I don't know that. I don't remember any of us eating anything.
So. I think my brother-in-law currently has his Dodge Viper.
Yeah.
Up at the shop, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In the event you want to buy
I remember when he used to drive a Prowler too.
It was a Viper that was someone gave a Viper to every member of the group for like signing a record deal or something.
Yeah.
Or being on a show or a contest it was one of those things where everybody from NSYNC got one of these Vipers, and he still has his, and
yeah,
I think he's selling it. So if you want to buy it,
he's a solid dude. Really, really funny dude.
He's one of those weird Central Florida guys where everybody in Central Florida has got a Joey Fatone or Joey Fatone adjacent story. Same with Shaq.
Yeah,
you have a Shaq story?
I not direct.
Yeah.
I know indirect Shaq stories, but no.
You bump into him at a grocery store.
Yeah. So, like Joey is kind of interesting because I knew his brother. His brother and I worked at Universal in venue before NSYNC was who they were. Like back in the late 96, 97.
Okay.
At the horror makeup show, I worked with his brother.
Okay.
Won't mention his name either. I don't want to call anybody out or whatever, but he and I, that's where I met him, and he was like, yeah, my brother's on tour in Europe and this is his band. I've like never heard of him. And it was like, oh yeah, but you will. And then like a year later,
they were
everywhere. This guy's like, yeah, I'm leaving Universal because I'm going on tour with my brother. And then he was the guy running around with the camera doing all the behind the scenes stuff. And
oh, really?
And then that turned into when they started doing video projection.
Yeah.
Live video tying into the concert production, and he was one of the first guys that was kind of running camera for the first acts that were doing that live.
Interesting.
And then that became his career, is doing that kind of stuff.
Huh.
He's doing video support for a lot of huge names.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's more of a career than just being Joey Fatone's brother.
Yeah.
Although I'm not gonna lie, I'd totally take that gig.
You know, all of them. It's good family. Fatone, like I knew the sister, who I also want to say worked at the Murder, She Wrote show, like way back in there. Was I think the Murder, She Wrote or something. But I remember
it was like a whole family of Fatones.
Yeah. Well, and Joey worked at the Beetlejuice show. He was a Wolfman.
At Beetlejuice?
Yeah. Wow. Well, and Wayne Brady was a Wolfman, or was a Dracula.
At Universal Orlando.
Yeah. Back in the original long-running show. They ended up redoing it with this frickin' frat character or whatever, but the original Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula, where Dracula and Frankenstein had kind of a singing battle to compete for winning Bride of Frankenstein.
There you have it, folks.
Yeah.
Universal Orlando, where dreams come true.
Yeah. But yeah, Wayne Brady was a Drac, and he was a Wolfman. Yeah. Because I mixed audio at that show as a seasonal peak replacement, because I was in the audio department back then.
Huh.
Yeah. I can't believe you didn't know that story. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're like over an hour.
Our post credit is just us talking about NSYNC.
Yeah. Because of course we are.
But you know what? It ties into Deadpool, so it's all good.
It actually, and on YouTube, they changed the name of that video, the official video on YouTube. They changed it to that song from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Really?
Yeah.
And do you know why that's the song from Deadpool and Wolverine?
Yeah, because I think it was X-Men 2, they turn on the radio, that song's on, and Wolverine like slams his hand and turns it off and goes, I hate that song.
I hate that song, yeah.
Yeah. So like 21 years later, payoff.
Yeah.
Wolverine or a Deadpool is literally dancing on Wolverine's grave singing that song.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Oh, and I just saw a thing today. Apparently Gambit lived through the end of it, so we might see it. We might still get a Gambit movie. In the post-credit scene.
Yeah?
Yeah, you see Gambit walking around in one of the videos. So it's like, oh.
And
they didn't kill him. They could bring him back. They could do a thing.
The post?
The post. The end credit scene, yeah. Because there was some speculation as to whether the smoke cloud thing killed them or not.
Gotcha.
But it sounds like no.
Gotcha.
Anyway. Can we go now?
Yeah.
Stay nerdy, my friends.
Empty spaces, what are we living for? Abandoned places, I guess we know the score. On and on, does anybody know what we are looking for? Another hero, another mindless crime behind the curtain. In the pantomime, hold the line. Does anybody want to take it anymore? The show must go on. The show must go on. Yeah. Inside my heart is breaking. My makeup may be flaking, but my smile
Talk about overusing a catchphrase. Hachi machi. It stinks.